I would definitely have to say that one aspect of Star Wars Episode 9 that I'm truly looking forward to is how both Rey, Finn, and Poe will be working together as a team in this film. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are very curious about Episode 9 is, of course, exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to treat the characters of Rey, Finn, Poe, Kylo Ren, etc., and how they will compare to both The Force Awakens and In The Last Jedi. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with one of the set designs that will involve Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, and even Adam Driver, Billy D. Williams, and Eunice Watamo. Now, one of which has all to do with Daisy Ridley on set to film a sequence this January over at Pinewood with John Boyega and Oscar Isaac for what's being described as an escape sequence from the First Order. Daisy Ridley will be using her lightsaber moves against a new set of stormtroopers in black bulky armor with large blaster rifles infiltrating a city. It will involve Daisy Ridley with the extras dressed as the troopers on the set of a road with crashed and destroyed speeders and vehicles. Oscar Isaac and John Boyega will act together as a team for the sequence on top of a rooftop and firing at some of the troopers that are invading the city. It's described as the biggest set for Episode 9 that will be part of the second act. Another sequence will involve Daisy using her blaster through some of the windows inside one of the sets against some of the troopers. It's a battle that will introduce forces of Kylo Ren's New Order and new band of troopers. Billy D. Williams will also be involved in the scene working with Eunice Watamo as Chewbacca, firing at some normal First Order troopers. Adam Driver will also be on a separate set inside of a command room and giving orders that will line up with the same scenes. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this that really do gain my interest in Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to all the battles that will happen in this movie. And like I say, it has been said that this movie is going to be action-packed and described as an all-out war and a war to end all wars. So this city, I'm not quite sure where we are, but it's described as the biggest set that's being used for the production of Episode 9. Now this definitely lines directly up with what Kevin Smith said a couple of weeks ago, that when he visited the set of Episode 9, it was the biggest set that he has ever seen in his entire life. So with that being said, there's a lot of things going for this movie when it comes to all the different action scenes that are coming into play here. But what I'm very surprised about, alright, is that J.J. Abrams is actually finally giving us these scenes in which both Poe, Finn, and Rey will work together as a team, while both Lando Calrissian and Chewbacca are also going to be a part of this sequence, with Kylo Ren in the background doing his thing. You know, in universe, he's probably not there, but actually behind the scenes of the movie, he is on the same exact set, doing a lot of orders through this command center to, you know, people of the First Order and stuff like that. So what I find very intriguing about this, I believe that this is the exotic city that we've been hearing about for so very long now. I don't know if you guys saw the original concept for The Force Awakens. It is a world that J.J. Abrams wanted to introduce in that movie, but it never made to the final cut. Is this exotic city slash world. And you can see elements of Canto Bight in there, yes, but this is apparently making its way into Episode 9 and is going to be a city that will be invaded by the First Order, in which Rey, Poe, Finn, the Resistance, Lando, Chewbacca, etc. will have to protect themselves and escape from the city in time to get away from the First Order. Now, the other thing that I do want to go over is how Poe and Finn are going to be working together as a team closely, specifically in this sequence, firing down on a rooftop. So they're on a rooftop, firing down on some of the stormtroopers, invading a lot of the different streets and the alleyways. Now, to me, it sounds like a city that's somewhat similar to that of Nar Shaddaa. I'm not quite sure if they're gonna, you know, dive into the EU and/or Legends material and kind of like do what they want to do with those planets and kind of incorporate it into the Disney canon. But with that being said, guys, what do you think about this entire sequence that is actually said to be very action-packed, based within the second act of the movie, and is a team effort for Rey, Poe, Finn, Chewbacca, and Lando Calrissian, going up against these new stormtroopers and Kylo Ren's new order, infiltrating the city. It's also said that there's going to be a lot of pyrotechnics being used in this film, as well as smoke machines, fog machines, wind machines, etc. So this movie sounds like it's really going to have a lot of action in it, and this is by far one of my most favorite moments in the Star Wars franchise, is that we're gonna have, these three characters finally having a scene together. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.